Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. CC here, Chris, from New York, Westchester County. It's December 22nd, 2023. 12, 22, 23. Interesting numbers, a lot of twos in there. Anyway, you got to get the significance of these numbers, and that'll tell you what's going to happen in the future. Because these sickos, these owners, these people who run the world, they love these numbers. They just love them. 9/11. The problem is, unfortunately, it's very difficult to predict these things. And it usually happens anyway, and we're unprepared, and then we figure it out afterwards, which sucks. I mean, look at the dollar bill. You see the Twin Towers burning, for crying out loud. What is it, the $10 bill? $10 bill. On the 50, there's something else. I mean, there's a whole bunch of satanic shit that these people do. This is what they are. Sickos. Doesn't matter. They've already sold their soul. You haven't. You're true. Because you figured out the flat earth. Smartest people in the world. That's right. See, I was a ball at one point. I believed all of this was true. I believed it all. But then I discovered it's not. And everything changes with you. You know. Respect mainly. You know. And growing up. You know, my former boss that I worked with, he would go nuts. You know, he would just go crazy over stupid things. And that was before I was a flat earther, but I was still calm. You know what I mean? I always told him, just relax, don't worry, just take it as it is. It's no problem. You can't do anything about it. Why get so angry about it? You know. But now that I'm a flat earther, I have patience. I could sit and wait. That's what we all have. And that's what we're all doing. Is sitting and waiting. And waking people up in the process. Until the scales tip. And it's bye-bye ball! Because that's what it's going to be. You either join us or you don't. You be the idiot. Not us. Today's a Friday. I like to give you a little something to think about on a Friday, just in case I'm unable to put a video out for the weekend. I wanted to start off first with Merry Christmas to everybody out there. Okay. I was thinking about doing a year's wrap next weekend for New Year's. You know, the made-up bullshit to spend money. You know, go out and meet with people you don't want to meet. You know, and some of them you do want to see, of course, and that's family. But other people, like neighbors and shit like that, you can't talk to these people. I mean, they're done. This morning, I got to the office right when the sun was coming closer to me. And I noticed they're hitting us with chemtrails all day today. Okay. This morning it was just up and down everywhere. And you could see them morphing. But this is what I find interesting. And I've noticed this before. You know, sometimes the chemtrail goes across the sky and then stops. You know, and then it continues on. And then it's almost like they're flicking a switch and it's going off. I don't think it's that. I think these trails that they're forming up there depend on the energy of the sun. Okay? Or I should say the light reflecting from the sun. I think that's what it works off of. So anyway, let me get to the point. So when the sun was coming closer and you could see it, the chemtrail stopped right in the middle and continued on all the way at the end because it was picking up the rays of the sun. That one area did not pick up the ray of the sun. I looked down, got my stuff out of my car, put it into the company car, and then I looked up again over there, and I could see the rays of the sun had finally hit it, and it morphed. There was nothing there before. Okay? I've seen this a couple of times. Look for it. You'll see it. You got to get it early in the morning, right when the sun's kind of, coming closer to you. Okay, so my point is, they know that these are reflecting things. This is like a beacon, more or less, like the moon is, okay? Because they hit us at night, too. But if you notice, all the trails are in front of the moon, and all of them are in front of the sun. Okay? See, now, the moon is what I want to bring up here. The moon is important because if the ball earthers out there believe that the sun is being reflected off of the moon, and that's what's creating this bright light. It's not. Okay, that's not. It's got its own source of light. They know this, and this is why they take advantage of it while they're doing chemtrails late at night, because it's actually morphing. You can see it through the moon, and they usually only do it when it's a full moon, or when it's not a crescent moon, but when it's a full moon, they do it. When it's like 75%, 80%, 85%, you'll see it if you look close. They're chemtrailing it, but you gotta look. You gotta look for it. Wait until the sun goes away. Wait until the moon is right up there at about 11 o'clock, and you'll see the trails, and they go right in front of it. So they know that's a beacon of light too. It's a cold beacon of light, but it doesn't make a difference. I think light is what is causing these chemtrails to morph. I think that's what it needs. It needs that energy. If it's lighter, energy, something. I don't know what it is, but they definitely tapped into it, and they know how it works. And some days they don't do it at all. Some days you'll have a crystal clear blue sky. But not today for me here in New York. We're going to be happily covered with a nice white milky sky throughout the entire day. And it'll be over the sun the entire time, but it'll be blue right over there, which it is. Blue over here, and there's the sun coming closer, and it's all white. Okay? All right, you see what they're doing? And this would be a crystal clear blue sky here all day. All day. This is the biggest fuck up that I've ever heard, and I didn't even realize this until I became a flat earther. That they say in the winter, the sun is further away from us. I mean, closer to us than the summer. That makes a lot of sense, guys, doesn't it? Even if it's like 2 or 3 million miles, it doesn't make a difference, right? See, now that's all bullshit. Basically, on a flat Earth, the sun is on a record. Okay? It's going further away from us, okay? And then it comes closer to us on an angle. So in the summertime, this sun would be right up here, okay? In the wintertime, the sun at this time is right there. This is what creates the seasons, a local sun, okay? All it has to do is just move out a little bit, just like a record. That's all it is. These are all things to think about and to show people that everything that they learned is bullshit. Every single crater on the moon, it is all coming in on one angle. How is that possible? It's not. Because what you're seeing up there is not a rock. Plasma, perhaps. Reflection. That's why I brought up the triangles. That's why I brought up black rock in the North Pole. These are all things that they know, all right? They know all of this shit, but they're keeping it from you. They're keeping everything from you because they don't want you to know your potential. We all have this energy inside of us. All of us. Every single one of us. All right? Now, I don't know about the NPCs out there. I'm not really sure about those. The people that you just can't talk to, or like are gone or on drugs, or I don't know what the hell's the matter with some of them. I saw this one woman in a Mercedes on a highway that I take to work. She was stopped on the shoulder. Now, every morning, this is another thing, too, I want you to think about. I think Soros is creating all these accidents on the highway, especially in the morning, to fuck us all up. Because they all want us in this trained rat syndrome. That's what they want us, and that's what happens when you're stuck in traffic. It's just people marching along in their little silver coffins, or not silver, whatever color your car is. Basically that's all it is. Just moving along. That's it. They like to see that. They like it. So they hire these people or whatever they are, and they just drive like maniacs on the highway. Because I never remember seeing anything like this. Yeah, once in a while you get one person to do it. But I'm talking 5, 6, 7 cars whipping past you like it's the Indianapolis 500, for crying out loud. What's going through these people at 6:30 in the morning, for Christ? Okay. I don't want to say anything like that right now. It's Christmas. Okay? For crying out loud. Anyway, I just wanted to throw that out there. There's a lot to cover, and there's little time to do it, but people are starting to wake up. I had some people looking at me. My vanity. And they gave me a thumbs up. A couple of them shined their brights at me. A couple of them honked their horn at me. I don't know what the horn honking's all about. I'm not sure. That's either you're pissed or I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? But it's just there to wake people up, and that's all we're here to do. I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas again. I'll probably touch base with you before then. But have a happy Friday, too. I thank you for subbing. I thank you for viewing my videos. Let me be a part of your life.